morning and welcome to another episode of Inside Fishing. Today we're fishing with Nick again. We're going to learn a few basic techniques on how to catch squid. It's a beautiful day. Let's do it.
Okay, we've got a hook up here. Just letting the rod do all the work and the drag. Okay, it's a decent size squid. They don't pull a lot of line. You just got to take your time, get them in so you don't whip the jig out. And it gives it plenty of time to get all the ink out of the squid as well. So when you get it boat side, you don't cop a face full of squid. It's a nice squid. Okay, if you're going to eat one, this would be a good size to eat. If you want to go and chase a big king, this would be an ideal size to use as a live bait. Keep them in the water. You see the jig there, stuck in the squid. You got to pick them up from behind the eyes.
So what time of the days are we mainly looking to fish for squid, Nick?
Squid, as you know, they have a massive eye, a really big eye. So that tells you that at night time they're more active. However, you can target them in the low light levels or in the deeper water during the brighter part of the day. So the best time for us as creatures of habit that like to have a bit of a sleep is early morning, just as the sun's coming up for the first few hours. And then later, as the sun comes up high, you need to go deeper and deeper. So we started in 3 metres of water this morning. The sun's slowly coming up and we're slowly working out to 5 metres now.
So the best time, especially if you're going to be using them for live bait, you just come out first thing in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get a live well full and off you go. Nice fresh squid.
Yep. In New South Wales, your bag limit's 20 per angler. So 20 for bait, that's more than enough for live bait.
So Nick, we've been catching a few squid. Do you want to give us the rundown on the technique that we've been using?
Sure, Bryce. We've been using two techniques. We've been doing like you fish a plastic, the lift and the drop. And the other technique that we've been using is where you whip the rod. It's a very fast, rapid movement of about 3 or 4 jerks where you whip the rod and you wind up the slack and you let the jig sink again. The squid see this as a prawn trying to escape and they'll come in and zoom in on it and nail it with their mandrels.
So it'll just pop up with the rod and then sink back down.
Yeah.
How far? I know we're fishing a weed bed here. Do we want to keep it how far off?
Yeah,
off the
we're
weed?
trying to keep it within that 1 metre off the weed. That's where the squid are going to be sitting right down near the weed because they're hunting for food and also looking for protection in that weed. Yep. I just had the squid jig hanging over the side of the bait as I was putting the other one in the well, and as usual, had another one jump onto the squid jig. When you hook up one, get your mate to bring his jig in and put it right next to it, and you'll probably find the squid will come out of nowhere and grab his jig as well.
So Nick, now we've got our location. What determines the colour and weight of the jig we're going to use?
I don't go for specific colours as such. I go for the naturals. Okay, I like to keep it natural to the environment. There are some days when the fluoros will stand out more than the natural type colours, but generally as a rule I stick with browns, greens and light blues, like pilchard type colours. The squid are sitting down in the weed expecting to see these sort of colours come past, and that's when they'll duck out and ambush their prey and then head back to the weed for cover. What determines the weight of the squid jig to use is the depth you're fishing, what current's around and what swell action basically. Here we're fishing, it's pretty placid, it's pretty calm, so I'm using a 3.0. Okay, gives a nice glide descent path to the weed. It's controllable, we can maintain it at the level and the depth we need to keep it at, and the squid are reacting to that. As you've seen in the last 10 minutes, we've caught quite a few.
Yep, for sure. I'm just taking my time with him. I'm just trying not to aim at the boat because Nick won't be real happy if the ink goes all over it. Oh, and I'm just letting that line run through my fingers as he pulls. It's really important to give the squid as much as he sort of needs, just so you can. Oh man. Well Nick, thanks for taking us out squidding. We've got plenty of bait and maybe a feed too.
No worries, mate. Pleasure.
Thanks for watching Inside Fishing.